So much, Jumai. Well, at the risk of sounding theoretical, let me maybe look at it this way. Today we are also bothered about, the size of GDP. And what is that GDP? If you look at GDP from the point of view of spending, you have the consumption, private consumption, expenditure, you have investment by firms, you have government expenditure, then you have net exports. Now, when you have a tax system, remember I started by saying that one of the objectives is to drive economic growth and development. You have a tax system that seeks to improve or enhance disposable income. Okay? What is disposable income? Your income minus tax. So the further your taxes are reduced, the more disposable income you have, and the more you're able to consume. So that also translates to improvement in GDP. He has made the point. The exemptions, for low-income earners will increase their disposable income. So by the time you have savings of, say, 83,000 naira, for example, maybe per annum, okay, that may also, even trickle into the investment. Because remember, investment is a function of savings, and that's also a function of income. So the larger the income you have, the more you're able to save, and the more you're also able to invest. So today we are talking about, again, let me go to my area. We are talking about the fact that retail investor base in the capital market is very shallow. Okay, we're also talking about the fact that mutual funds, the size of mutual funds, is very little. For a country as big as Nigeria, we have over 200 million people, and yet the participants in the mutual, fund space, fewer than 1 million. So we expect that when the people's disposable income is increased, okay, the capital market, retail investor base, mutual fund size will likely, increase. Now, you can also make that argument even on the part of firms. So we have seen it. You said it over 60 different types of taxes. If you interview a typical a small business owner or a typical, businessman, he will tell you one of his challenges, apart from access to credit, apart from infrastructure challenges, is this multiplicity of taxes. So right now it's going to be streamlined. It's going to improve the ease of doing business. Okay, and the fact that even for small businesses, the threshold has been increased, just as he mentioned. Okay, from 20 million to 50 million will also help. Let me also add my voice to the issue of the CIT. The CIT again, yes, the governors, reached an agreement, and I want to commend the governors, the governors forum, for all those agreements they reached, particularly with respect to even the issue of VAT. Okay, VAT, the governors have said they don't want to hear, they stand the VAT should be maintained at 7.5%. Okay, they're also saying with respect to sharing, the formula, the derivation component, which the committee proposed at 60%, should now become 30%. Okay, while equality should be 50% and population 20%. They have also said that the issue of which is also one of the controversial areas, the issue of the terminal clause for TED fund, Naseni and NIDA, okay, should be halted. Okay, they've reached all that agreement, and more importantly, if you look at the number one thing they said in the communique, that they all endorse the tax reforms. Okay, so but again, the only way I have reservation, which is also why I'm happy that even the bills, the legislative process will still continue. I expect that there will be public hearing. Okay, people to come and talk. My only concern with that communique is also the issue of the company's income tax, where they have also said it should not be reduced. Now, the proposal, as you had the DG man, talk about, is that company's income tax should be reduced from the current 30% to 27.5% this year, and from 2026, the CIT should become, 25%. Okay, that's the proposal, and I had wished that the governors would have allowed that. But their fear, of course, understandably, would be doing so, could reduce the money that goes to the federation account, and that will also, affect, what they get to share. But the truth of the matter is, if you look at the tax reform bills, if you look at it holistically, at the end of the day, okay, what goes into the federation account will even be more than what they currently get. So reduction in that company's income tax will go a long way to also on the part of businesses, also put them in a more, a stronger position to plow back whatever they have made and also invest. So that is the I part of that CIG X minus M thing I talked about, and that will also improve, GDP. And particularly for CIT, again, the point has been made. We need to be competitive in Africa. Sub-Saharan average is, less than 25%. He mentioned it in Ghana. The CIT rate is 25%. In Egypt, the CIT rate is 22.5%. Okay. In South Africa, just reduced their own from 28% to 27%. Okay. It's only in Kenya that you have CIT at 30%. So we need to be competitive. If an investor, for example, is thinking of coming to invest in maybe, like I said, any economy in sub-Saharan Africa, and he wants to use tax as the basis for that investment, he wouldn't come to Nigeria. Okay. Okay. Because of the high income, CIT.
Yes.